Introduction. In this video we sling from Wonderboom Airport in Pretoria to Bona Bona Game Lodge near Wolmaranstad. We share our planning and execution, provide some general aviation tidbits, and review the facilities at the lodge. We also share from some of our previous visits. Planning. We have been to Bona Bona a number of times before. For this trip, we originally booked the accommodation as part of our Matano trip with our flying friends Ian and Adrian. The Matano trip is reflected in another video. We had to postpone a number of times due to weather, and Bona Bona was gracious enough to still honor the special deal we had. The flight planning for this trip is quite simple, except for the passage around the Cradle of Humankind Nature Reserve. I plan to fly around the reserve, adding a couple of minutes to our trip. Windy.com forecasted a high probability of thunderstorms in the morning and later today at Bona Bona. No planning for a car is required as the airfield is on the lodge property and the staff come and fetch us. Getting there. When we woke the morning of the trip, the radio showed a significant thunderstorm over Ventersdorp. We carried on with all our preparations at home and at the hangar at flight care. The thunderstorm in the meantime moved more into our flight path, and in the end we had to wait until after 11 o'clock for the same thunderstorm to move past Wonderboom. Ian and Adrian also had to wait for the thunderstorm to move past them at Krugersdorp. Our decision to still fly then was still a tight call, as the thunderstorms at Bona Bona was forecasted around 1 o'clock, which gave us less than an hour free play on our flight planning. The satellite images still indicated a significant cloud mass on our flight path. We stayed low level. We arrived safely at Bona Bona and landed on runway 36 into the prevailing 340 winds. Review of the runway. The airfield is quite difficult to observe from the air, as there are also a number of other straight farm roads close to it. It is 1,100 meters long at an altitude of 4,600 feet. Its surface is hard natural ground and quite smooth, except for the first section at the 1/8 threshold, where a couple of protruding smooth stones are painted white for visibility. There is a big parking area to the east of the 1/8 threshold. No weights or cables are available for anchoring, and the ground is quite hard. Thinner anchors are highly recommended. A turning circle and run-up is available to the east of the 1/8 threshold. The windsock is to the west of the runway, closer to the 1/8 threshold and the center. Being there, Ian and Adrian landed already, even before we took off, and enjoyed an a la carte breakfast in the meantime. They joined the lodge staff to come and fetch us at the airfield. After the 3-kilometer drive to the lodge itself, we could book in and were taken to our rooms. The Windy.com forecast proved very accurate, as while we were still having a la carte lunch at the on-site restaurant directly afterwards, the thunderstorms exploded around us. Later that afternoon, we had an enjoyable game drive, only the 4 of us on the vehicle. The evening we had a tasty a la carte dinner in the main on-site restaurant. After a good sleep on very comfortable beds, we had an enjoyable buffet breakfast the next morning. With the first trip to Bona Bona, the manager at the time, Johan van den Heever, took us to the predator camp. We saw leopard, hyena, tiger and my favorite, white lion. Due to his interest in owning his own aircraft, I took him for a flip over the farm in our own Sling, Kilo Hotel Golf. On another trip, we took my sister Lucia and her family to celebrate her grandson CF's 5th birthday. The lodge staff put in a lot of effort to make it special for him. The children enjoyed the rock swimming pool, while Lucia and I enjoyed the on-site spa. This time the owner, Peter Ernst, took us through the auctioning and breeding facilities. With each trip to Bona Bona, we visited the quaint shop on the same farm, a highlight for the ladies. They sell their Rua products, manufactured on-site from their own grown lavender and rose geranium plants. Rua means a breath of life, a very apt description for the excellent soap, sprays, essential oil and candle gifts. Worth a visit. Review of the lodge. The staff are very friendly and helpful. Even though the chalets are quite close to each other, the accommodation is private and comfortable with good furnishings and bedding. All the meals were very tasty and well prepared. The on-site wedding venue is well designed and spacious. The spa is well equipped and has my favourite, a steam bath. The game is widely dispersed, but the bird camp is quite small. Getting back. When you went to Bona Bona previously, on our own, we did a couple of downwind takeoffs from runway 18. With the Sling's performance along runway, this presented no problems, even with some high density altitude prevailing at the times. This time the prevailing 340 wind was slightly stronger, and Ian's Cessna 172 would be too close to its envelope edge at this altitude and the high temperatures of the day. We therefore taxied together to the run-up at the 3.6 threshold. Ian took off first. Since there was no significant weather, we both climbed directly to flight level 905 and registered with Johannesburg Information South. We both routed north of the Potchefstroom restricted area. We overtook them just before that. The flight was very stable until we descended into the special rules west. We flew over Peakenwood just before crossing the northern reach of the Magaliesberg. At Wonderboom, we were routed to Bonnecourt Dam for a join on a standard right-hand downwind for runway 29er. Thank you, Father God, for the privilege of such an enjoyable and amazing experience. May the sharing inspire, entertain and educate other like-minded travelers to experience the same.